In 2020, I made probably one of the easiest 10x's on my money that I've ever dreamed of in the 2021 bull run. I was buying Ethereum at $400, I was buying Bitcoin sub 20k, and I was buying some other coins like Gala Games super cheap until that would ultimately make me a 10x in less than a week. But there's something very different and very important about this next bull run. Because I want to tell you one thing, I wasn't smart, I was just semi-early and I had cash to deploy. So what's important before this next halving happens is you must understand that you must have cash being funneled in, because the next 5 to 10 months could ultimately change your life for the better, for the worse, for whatever, because the people that are going to get rich and ultimately change your life in a positive way understand that now is the best time to start your DCA funnel if you haven't already. The people that are going to get absolutely wrecked in cryptocurrency will come after 2024's halving. Bitcoin is going to be plus 60, 70, 80k again. Ethereum is going to be 8, 9k, whatever. And those are the people ultimately going to have a hard time and going to think crypto's a scam, because the image I have below, brother, is very important. It talks about the halving. If you look at the first halving in 2012, crazy. Bitcoin was a juicy $12. Imagine buying Bitcoin at $12. Holy smokes. And then what other altcoins you could have bought back then. The second halving in 2016, before 2017's run, where Bitcoin would ultimately break that 20k, was a measly $648. Ethereum, I think, was maybe sub 100, I'm sure. The third halving, which was the one that I read, my first rodeo with cryptocurrency, 8.5k, beautiful Bitcoin. Now here's the crucial thing, and we'll talk about this as we go through this video. The fourth halving, April 2024, is the rough estimate of dates. Still got plenty of time. That's the main thing about this video. But understand that this Bitcoin halving, like, it's not rocket science to look at these prices, right? Because you're buying the same coin. The person that bought Bitcoin in 2012 that got fucking rich as F, that isn't watching this video, that isn't even probably on the same planet, because he was scooping up as much as possible, he got rich. The same person that was buying Bitcoin at 69k, they bought the same asset in 2021's run. They bought the exact same asset. One guy thinks it's an absolute scam, cryptocurrency is just a waste of time. The other guy that was buying it at 12, even 648, even 8k, understands the time of being early and understands what cryptocurrency can do for you as an investor, as you're funneling cash. So this is very important, because you can buy the same coin, and you can look at this on any time frame. You can look at this when I was buying Ethereum, for example. It's the same game. It's the exact same game. Getting in around here, a lot of people were getting in the C19 crash, and then before this chart, under $10. It's the same game. People got wrecked buying at 4k, 5k when they were thinking this coin was going to 50k, right? It's the same game all the time. It's just, when are you getting in? When are you taking profits? And how are you using that cash after the run to better your lifestyle, right? That's the whole goal of this, right? So the rodeo is long, and only the brave survive. Crypto winters are absolutely brutal, guys. And if you aren't, if it's your first rodeo right now and you're by yourself, like nobody around you is talking about cryptocurrency and all you have is YouTube videos, it's tough, I can imagine, right? Because you don't know how long it will last, right? Well, it ends, right? Because people always say, the last shakeout is always very interesting for a bull run. It's pretty much like the guys that just cannot take it, rent is due, the car breaks down, they need that $1,000, $2,000 that they put in their favorite altcoins, and they just need the cash, right? And usually, typically, that's the last shakeout before we go in an absolute run. A lot of people lose conviction in strong altcoins. You've seen that in coins like Gala Games, some HBAR, even QNT. A lot of people are losing conviction. Unfortunately, they're going to come back and buy when all the money's already made. Maybe your work colleagues are mocking you. Maybe they're like, are you still buying that cryptocurrency? Oh, John, I thought you were, heavy in Bitcoin. It's not looking too well. So you'll start to see this if you're in a traditional 9 to 5, I can imagine. But again, these were the guys that were buying the peaks in 2021, and they will buy the coins off you in 2025. But what's even worse is maybe your parent or your partners are saying, oh, you still buying that Bitcoin, son? I know my mum was saying that in 2021, and I was like, yes, sir. I'm making fucking shit tons of money. I just didn't know how to sell it, just didn't take profits. But yes, sir, I'm buying, of course. They might even go, oh, I heard it's a scam. My dad definitely said that with me. And that can be very disheartening, because these are the people you looked up to. These are the people that are around you. And like, if they're thinking anything is some sort of a scam, it can kind of like, it's very easy to change your mindset if the people that you love, adore, want to look after, don't believe in the vision, and especially if you've got nobody else in the real world around you, it can be very disheartening. That can almost shake you out. And they'll also say stuff like, you should probably stop. Right? I'm sure you've heard that from your partner or your mates. You should just probably stop. Maybe you're just, they almost think it's like you've got a gambling addiction, right? Just stop, right? Let's get you some help. I want you to be safe and use that money for a mortgage. Anybody buying a mortgage, yeah, it's not the right way. Especially in the UK, in my opinion. You guys need to be getting that cash, funnel into business, funnel in cryptocurrency. If you have unlimited money, buy the house outright. You shouldn't be getting a mortgage, in my opinion. It's just a waste of cash flow, and it will keep you poor. First day in crypto, we can all remember these days, and then 5 years in crypto, we can all remember these days, if you didn't sell in 2021. Now, I think all these points are very important, dude. But what you must understand is you must block out this noise. If you want to get rich and successful in cryptocurrency, you have to, unfortunately, ignore your partner, ignore your parents, because sometimes they don't have the best interest at heart for you. A lot of people are still going to college, buying education, as in not online education, learning from professors that have never started a business. A lot of these people are getting wrecked, and they will continue to get wrecked. What you must do is start some sort of business, funnel your cash flow from your 9 to 5 in cryptocurrency. You have to go the opposite path. If everybody's going to college and they're not getting successful, it's not going to be a different story for you. You have to break out. So understand that. Use cryptocurrency as a vehicle. That's the most important thing, because it will get you there a lot faster. Now, what's also important to note, I mentioned this in another video, is we're currently navigating the most extended crypto bear market in history. If you're still here and in this rodeo, preserving and working hard, take pride. A bull market is on the horizon. It's going to be exciting, because if you look at here right now, we're 490 days in the red before this next halving, and we're going to be a lot more before 2024 halving. But this is the time where you get juicy discounts. Yes, we could always come lower. Of course we could. We can't time it perfectly, but what we will know is a bull run will happen in 2024. It will happen regardless, and it's going to make you stupid amounts of money if you are prepared to do the work, and you should have already been doing the work for the last year or so. Literally, it's on the screen right now. This is where the DCAs, regardless of the red days, regardless of your parents, your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, your girlfriend, your boss, your workmates are talking about crypto as a scam. You do the work right now, because imagine in 2012 when Bitcoin was $12. How many people were saying it was a scam back then? And over time, year by year by year, people get convinced, and eventually it is a real thing. But by that time, Bitcoin's $500,000, so it's already too late. This is why you can use some altcoins to play catch up, because the gains are going to be bigger. But most of them, 99%, are not going to survive the long term, so you've got to be careful. Now, we're on the finishing line. It is in sight. If you've weathered the storm in the last run of BTC plummeting from 69 to 17K, that was tough, right? You got absolutely wrecked. Depends if you sold or not. You can remember Luna, people putting a lot of their life savings in this coin. Suicides, unfortunately, happened. That got wrecked, so you got to be careful. But if you survived that, it can only get better. It's only going to go up. 3AC's value dropped from 18 billion to absolute zero. A lot of crypto was liquidated back then. My personal self, for Celsius, the financial struggles, getting my whole portfolio, or 70% of it, and 2 of my accounts completely wiped out. And what's annoying is I can still see the cash today, but I can't hit that withdraw button, and I probably never will. Voyager was another one, got a lot of people wrecked. FTX and FTT meltdown, last bombshell. But if you survived this and you're still in the game and you're going hard, you've earned yourself the OG status, so congratulations. Now, real quick, I want to talk about Nord. Nord are one of the main sponsors of the channel, because if you guys are serious about having a great bull run in this run in 2025, you must get yourself a VPN of some sort. It's going to keep you guys safe, I use it every single day. When I'm cashing out, it's very important that I have my VPN on because I don't want anybody to know where my cash goes. If I want to move it to exchanges, even simple stuff like watching some Netflix, if you guys are still doing that, fair enough. If you can't get some shows in the UK, you whap on the Nord. Nord's great for pretty much everything, but if you want to keep yourself safe from third parties, you need NordVPN or any VPN. I'm not just here to talk about Nord. You can get any other VPN, but you need one to protect yourself from prying eyes. But why I like Nord is it's literally guaranteed risk-free. It's extremely cheap, one of the cheapest for what you get. $3 a month if you go for the top package for the 2 years, and you protect thousands of dollars worth of crypto. It's a no-brainer. Like I said, why I like Nord is they literally give you a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you come on here, use my link, like I said, helps me out. I appreciate it. You don't have to. If you don't want to use my link, just go nordvpn.com, right? It just helps me out. Of course, these guys are a sponsor of my channel and make me get the videos out to you as fast as possible. But again, if you do not like this and you're saying, it was not worth my $2.88, you just ask for a refund. You just hit this little help button and say, hey, I didn't like it, get a refund. So it's free essentially for 30 days. And if chances are you will like it, you're going to want to continue to use them. But even if you don't like it, just get a refund, bro. It's not that hard. So I want to say thank you, NordVPN. Use the link in the description in the pinned comment. I really appreciate it, brothers. But if you don't want them, find your own VPN. It's no hard feelings. Now, what I want to say is use 2025 to get rich and rinse and repeat for 2030. So I shared a tweet the other day and I talk about welcome to the year 2030, but you must get 2025 right first, because imagine if you had an extra 100K or 200K, the 2025 run would be a lot easier. So if your goal is to get that first 100K, 200K, 300K in 2025, go and have some fun with it, but make sure you bank at least 100 grand for the next run after that, right? In my opinion, if you're not going to go down the traditional way of starting, or not the traditional way, the exponential way of wanting to start your own thing and be the main man in your career or the main man in your story and start a business, if you don't want to do that, fine, get your job, but at least keep some money for 2030. Don't go and blow this bull run, because you're going to be in the exact same thing by 2030. If you can rinse 2025 for all it's got, keep some cash and then come back for the bull run after that with like 100K, 200K, you're going to be a millionaire guaranteed, because it's not even a 10x. But what I think after 2030, you're going to see HBAR orchestrates an outstanding 1 billion daily transactions, XRP, trillions in seamless, QNT, all that kind of good stuff, XDC, Algo evolving, XLM. And what I mean by that is the top altcoins will survive. They will get wrecked in the bear market. They will 100% get wrecked. But I think these are big believers in the next run. And again, if you have 100, 200K, if you rinse it from 2025, you can come and buy these in a cheap discounts and become a millionaire. If your goal is just at 100K this bull run, you'll need probably about 10K just to play it safe. You can do it for less, absolutely, but I always recommend getting 10K in as fast as possible to hit that first 100K and then get yourself over $1 million by 2030 and you would plain sailing. But what will happen is years of patience, if you're here for the long game, have yielded remarkable results. Last thing I want to talk about is some coins. Shared this also on the Twitter. If you aren't following me, Mr. Jake Gordon, watch out for the scams. There's a lot of them. Not me replying to the comments. It's not me. So just be careful out there. Potential 10x's. Bitcoin potentially, Ethereum, BNB, potential 20x's. You can look at some of these below. Potential 50x's. And the potential 100x's are going to be a lot more riskier. I put XRP in there because yes, it could still go absolutely crazy because we don't know about this one yet. Just with the lawsuit and just plain sailing. But check out these coins. If you haven't built up a portfolio yet, have a look at these, see if they make sense for you. Don't just blindly buy HBAR because I said it's going to do a 50x. Get yourself looking at the project, understand the fundamentals, and understand what you want as a dollar value, and then it's plain sailing. So to wrap up this video, 2025 is going to change a lot of people's lives, dudes. Hopefully it changes yours for the best, and hopefully it doesn't get you absolutely wrecked, because when I say it's going to be once in a lifetime, some people are going to never remember it, as it's going to be the bitter taste of just losing money. And I don't want anybody on this channel watching this video in 2023. You should not be losing money in the next bull run. You should be getting a minimum of a 10x, writing coins, banking out profits, going having a great lifestyle, maybe starting a business, coming back with a fresh perspective, and then hitting millionaire status in the next bull run. So, with all that being said, hopefully you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you in the comments. Take care.